Hey guys, it's Matt from Infinite Explorers, and today we are at Niemeyer's Trailer Sales in Albertville, Minnesota. We're checking out a 2024 Arctic Fox 25R pull-behind trailer, and we have Mitch here. He's going to be taking us on the tour of it, so here we go.
Yeah, so starting on the passenger side here, back in the rear corner, the 25R is actually going to come with a generator prepped compartment. So, right now, this unit obviously doesn't have the generator in it, so it just makes for good, weather-tight storage. But this is all wired and everything to quickly add a generator. So if you were to add the generator, it would be the Onan Cummins 3500 propane generator. That'll just run off of your propane tanks up front, and it'll power everything, from the air conditioner to the microwave. So that's a really nice option there. You do have a power awning, so it's fully extended here. So that's just controlled with a switch inside. It does have an LED light strip in the awning tube there. So you can tilt it, so if it's raining, it's totally safe to have the awning out. You can just lower one side so that water runs off, which is nice. This model is going to have the power jacks. That's going to be an option from the factory. So basically you're going to have an extend and retract switch for the rear jacks and the front jacks. So this is going to operate the rear two jacks, and then there will be another switch for the front two. All Arctic Fox travel trailers are going to come standard with the Goodyear Endurance tires. So there's really no need to upgrade your tires there, though they're pretty much already top of the line as far as trailer tires go. You do have some outside speakers out here, which is nice. You got kind of this new style flip-up step. The flip-up steps have been around for a while, but these ones are a little different, where actually you fold the steps first, and then the whole step assembly is going to flip up into the unit. So just a little different. They're fully adjustable, so if you're on uneven ground or things like that, you can adjust them so that the door closes properly. Here's going to be that other switch for your jacks. So again, this will be for the front jacks, and that first switch I showed was for the rear. You're going to have a nice big pass-through storage compartment. You do have some lights inside. All this wiring and everything up here is going to be for your upgraded solar system. So now in 2024, the Arctic Foxes are going to come standard from the factory with 400 watts of solar. That's going to be in the form of two 200-watt solar panels. So this is going to be your solar charge controller for that. All these extra wires are going to be for if you want to add more solar. So it's already pre-wired to actually double the amount of solar. So it comes standard with 400 watts, but you can easily add another 400 to give you 800 watts total of solar. And if you don't want to look at all of that, you can actually just slide that door shut. So it's all just hidden behind there. Moving around to the front, you do have some nice cap lights kind of embedded in the front cap there, as well as these lights on a switch here. You've got two 30-pound propane tanks that are going to come standard with the camper, as well as room on the tongue here for two batteries. You got your power tongue jack for raising and lowering the front, as well as a nice little holder for your 7-way plug right there. Coming around to the driver's side, you've got the other side of your big pass-through storage. So nothing different over here really, just more access to whatever you want to store in there. Again, here we've got some storage. So this is actually going to be underneath the dinette inside the camper, but they give you a nice exterior access door here for storage. Coming around to the rear, this is just going to be access for some different wiring and things, so not really for storage, but it is nice, if you ever have to service things on the camper. You have your hardwired power cord, so you don't have a separate power cord you have to lug around. It just feeds into the compartment here and is just always wired into the camper. You've got your sewer drains in the back here, as well as another light if you ever have to do any of that at night, which is kind of nice. We've got a ladder to the roof, so it is a full walk-on roof, so you can get up there and check the seals, things like that, you know, clean off your solar panels, different things. You do have a black tank flush, so that's going to be on the rear of the camper here, so you can hook up a freshwater hose to that and it'll help clean out your black water tank. You also have your outside shower here, which is really nice for, you know, pets or your feet or things like that. You have the spare tire on the bumper, so the camper does come with the spare tire. It can be slid, you know, either way on the bumper here or taken off entirely if you want it somewhere else. But it does come with that, which is nice. And then these Arctic Fox travel trailers are going to come with a 10-gallon Suburban water heater, so lots of hot water capacity there. Inside the 25R here, probably the biggest change in 2024 compared to previous years is going to be how they redid this seating area here. So obviously now in 2024 it's going to come with a 2-person dinette. This tabletop will actually come off and this whole area will make into a small bed for additional sleeping. But before, if you have seen a 25R, they actually had just a jackknife sofa here. So they kind of redid this to give you a more functional space to eat, things like that. The front of the camper is largely the same. You've got a queen size bed, USB outlets on either side of the bed, as well as regular 110 volt outlets. You do have an access panel here into the underbelly storage, so if you noticed, it actually does come with a laundry hamper, so you do kind of have a laundry chute there, which is kind of a fun touch. Otherwise, you've got storage all around the bed with places to hang clothes and store clothes, things like that. And then above the bed, you do have a powered fan. It does have a remote that hangs on the wall, so you can just point the remote at the fan and operate it. It'll blow air in or out. It actually has a thermostat on it as well, so you can just set the temperature that you want the inside to be, and the fan will just run according to what you have the temperature set at. To the left here as you walk in, you've got a bunch of different light switches, switches for your holding tank heaters. So the holding tank heaters are an option. We at Niemeyer's, we order all of our Arctic Foxes with the tank heaters. So each holding tank has a 12 volt heat pad on it to help keep your water from freezing in colder temperatures. Otherwise, your main control panel here is just going to have different switches on it, like switches for your slide out and your awning. If you do add the generator, you can start and stop it from in here on the control panel, which is really nice. Another change with 2024, they kind of redid this whole TV area and storage up here. So we've actually got a larger TV with storage behind it. You can just pull the latch on the side here and swing the TV out and give yourself some nice storage behind. It is a 12 volt TV as well, so you can use it even if you're not hooked up to 110 volt power. It'll just run off the batteries. And then you've got the nice storage compartment beside it. Down here you've got your double basin sink. So those sink covers lift off and give you access. Otherwise, if you're prepping food or doing other things, you can put those in and give yourself more counter space. Underneath, you're going to have plenty of storage as well. You know, different drawers, as well as some shelves underneath the sink. Drawers to the right of the sink as well. So really a lot of storage in this area here. You're going to have your microwave above the stove, as well as you've got a light and a fan in the hood here, which is a nice touch. Back behind the oven here, you've actually got storage for knives. It's not just a vent like a lot of people think. You can actually store knives in there, which is nice. Your glass top here folds up and you've got a 3-burner cooktop, as well as an oven, which is all ignited just with this knob here, so you don't have to have a separate grill lighter to light the oven. Got some nice storage beside the range there with different shelves. These shelves actually are removable as well, so you can take them out or rearrange them to get them how you like. And then down here below, it's actually just going to be wiring for your generator. So like I mentioned, it's all pre-wired for the generator, so that's kind of part of that. And it's nice and accessible if you ever had to get to it. In the rear of the camper is going to be the bathroom. So the bathroom is going to take up kind of the whole rear section. So you do have a tub and a shower, which is nice. You got your sink and medicine cabinet with your mirror. You have some storage in there. A nice little touch that Arctic Fox does on a lot of their campers is down next to the sink, you've actually got a second switch for your water pump. So if you're on the road and you just want to stop quickly and come in and use the restroom, wash your hands, you can just operate the water pump right there. And then in the left on the bathroom, you're going to have a nice big closet with lots of room for hanging clothes, things like that. So then outside, kind of opposite of the kitchen, you're going to have your refrigerator. This particular model has the two-way electric and propane fridge in it. More and more of these Arctic Foxes are going to be coming standard with a 12-volt refrigerator, which is going to actually give you more space inside the fridge and cool down quicker. Here in the slide out, you're going to have your theater seats. So they actually do recline. You've got a little pull string down beside the seat there to make both sides recline. You do have a center console armrest as well with cup holders and some outlets and USB in there. You're going to have another remote. You've actually got another fan in the living area here. So this is going to be identical to the one that's in the bedroom. So you've got one in the bedroom and one in the living area, which is really nice. You've also got a nice big skylight, so when you're in the living area, you can have this open during the day and let some natural light in. But then at night, you can just slide this cover closed and it'll keep the light out. Lastly, on the ceiling right here, you've got the gateway router from WineGuard. So what this does is it's actually a Wi-Fi extender. So if you're camping somewhere that has Wi-Fi, you can turn this on and it'll basically help pull Wi-Fi into the camper. So it'll do that just as it is now. Otherwise, you can purchase a SIM card from your cellular provider and add a SIM card into this. And if you do that, it will actually give the camper its own hotspot, so you'll essentially always have Wi-Fi in the camper. That's an option from the factory to get that ordered. It can always be added after the fact, but obviously this one has it just right from the factory, which is nice. Lastly, kind of coming back around to the seating area, we got some more storage above the dinette there. Your thermostat's going to be on the wall over here. You're going to have your stereo. It's got AM, FM radio, Bluetooth, things like that. You got your nice privacy curtain as well in the bedroom area.